All right, hello there everybody, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're having a good day and welcome back to another video. Now I'm super excited about today's video. As you can see, we have a box, and we are not just having a box, we're also going to be answering one of life's greatest questions, and that is the NG Models A321 worth the the very expensive price? Huge shout out to the aircraft model store for hooking me up with this. They're just great retailers, and the delivery was really speedy. Alright, so let's get this thing unboxed. This is an aircraft that I have genuinely been needing for absolutely ages now, but basically since I decided that I was going to do a London airport, I've always needed and wanted an EasyJet aircraft really, really badly. And no one's been making them. I'm not sure if they've been struggling to get the licensing or not, but no one's been making them. I know that Panda Models were a while ago. But right, so model receipt there, that's all cool. Here we go. It's the big reveal. And there we are. NG Models A321neo of EasyJet. Alright, so I'll just show you guys around the box quickly. It's a very, very orange box, as you can probably tell. It looked quite red on the camera, actually. It isn't that red in real life. A pretty standard NG Models box, all the usual stuff. Quite simplistic designs on the boxes, which I do actually really like. I think I do prefer them to the Gemini Jets ones, just because there's a lot more character, and it's a lot more personalised to the aircraft rather than sort of to Gemini Jets. Anyway, I can't wait any longer to get this model unboxed. I'm really, really excited about this. And here she is. Oh, she's quite slippery. All right. Let's get the box and everything out of the way. And let's take a look at this. All right then, so just have a look at this. I've been waiting so long to get one of these models. As I say, no one was really producing them. I mean, I think Panda Models did a version, but I was really waiting for someone to make one. And it's finally here, and it's just first thoughts, to be honest, it is really, really good. Starting up at the front of the aircraft, I'll give you a quick tour. It's quite a standard A321 in terms of the mould. The mould does seem pretty good, actually. Is it a split wing design? Hang on, one sec, I'll just check. It looks like the two wings are separately fitted pieces, which is good, which means that it looks a lot more realistic from there. You can see we've got those orange, I'm not sure what the technical term for those are, but that's quite distinctive on the EasyJet livery, so I'm glad that they've included them. So starting up at the front of the aircraft, then we have sort of, I guess I'd call it a halo. It's sort of like the orange bit that goes from the very front of the aircraft and sort of slowly dies away towards the back of the aircraft. Pretty standard EasyJet livery. We do have the special Neo livery, new engine option as that stands for, and that's looking very good and very crisp. We do also have on the inside of the tail, sorry that's not a very good shot, but I'll see if I can zoom in on them. We've got the EasyJet on the wingtips, which does look very, very nice there. And also if I can move them around, we've got the escape slide sort of arrow things there as well, which are also looking very nice. In terms of undercarriage then, we have fully rolling landing gear, which is what you'd expect from NG Models. They've all got a really nice roll to them. The underside detail is also really good. You can see the gear doors picked out nicely in that grey, as well as some of the other little details there, as well as a stand. Also, the registration, which I forgot to say earlier, of this aircraft is Golf Uniform Zulu. I've forgotten the rest of the phonetic alphabet. GUZMA. If any of you guys can translate that into the phonetic alphabet for me, then that would be great. I'm actually just going to go grab another one of my A321neos from Gemini Jets so that we can do a bit of a comparison. Alright, so I've just gone and grabbed my Gemini Jets A321neo. This is an Alaskan one in the More to Love livery. Sorry, there is a washing machine going behind me, so if you hear some background noise, then that's what it is. It also has been a couple of hours since I filmed the start of this video, so yeah, that's why there's a different backdrop and I might sound a little bit different, I don't know. But yeah, thinking about these two models then, in terms of the mould, I think it's pretty clear which one wins. Personally, I prefer the the NG Models A321. I think I'm not quite sure how old the NG A321 is, but I think that the mould is sort of quite a lot more recent than the Gemini Jets one. A fine example of this is on behind of the wings. Sorry, there's quite a lot of shadow there, but there's an awful lot more detail behind the wings there. In terms of the different colours and all of that sort of thing. As you can see, it's much more dull and a lot less contrasting. But also there is the little, I think that those are the hydraulic supports for the flaps. I'm not like 100% sure on that, but I think that that's what those intended purposes are. Also on the NG Models one, that the Gemini Jets one doesn't have, as you can see, there is an antenna sort of underneath. I think that's the L2 boarding door. Yeah. Underneath the L2 boarding door there is an antenna there, and I'm pretty sure that all of the A321s have that. So as you can see, the Alaskan one there doesn't have that. In terms of the livery, obviously it's kind of quite hard to compare the two livery because they're both in different liveries, so I can't really pass a huge amount of judgment on that. In terms of scale, this NG Models one, I'm not quite sure whether this is good or bad, but it does seem a tiny bit smaller in terms of the proportions. You may be able to see that the Gemini Jets one does look a little bit more chunky. I think partly that is because it's in a much larger livery, but there is definitely a difference, especially in terms of the scale of the dimensions. The NG Models one there, as you can see, it does have bigger engines. Of course, this is the new engine option or Neo version, so that's very prototypical, but personally I think that the NG Models one looks better. So now let's move on to the conclusion. Okay, so do I think that this model is worth the price tag? Now, in the grand scheme of things, I just don't think it is. When you put it into perspective that you could buy an NG Model 787 or A350 for £50, and in this model, which is an A321 and considerably smaller, is only coming in at, what, £4 less than that. I think it just really shows how expensive these models are. NG Models make a lot of models that that European collectors like myself would really need, but it just puts you off the amount of money that you're spending on an A321. It is very expensive for what it is. That being said, though, I am very happy to have this model in my collection. EasyJet is quite a crucial airline for the UK-based collector like myself. So yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I'm not quite sure whether this model is worth the money. You know, if they put it at £40, then even then, that's a lot more appealing. It still isn't as cheap as Gemini Jets, you know, but a £40 A321, I think that's sort of about the right price for the amount of detail and, the sturdiness of this model. But I'm just afraid that it's not worth the £46 price tag. Anyway, I've been doing enough talking today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it and found this useful. I will try and leave a link down below to this model if you would like to pick one up from the aircraft model store. The last time I checked after I pre-ordered it, I do think that they're already sold out, so I'm not sure if they'll manage to get more stock in or not. But that's going to do it for today. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.